All right, we're going live. Let's see if we're there. All right, I need something to drink. My allergies are nuts today. Hey, good afternoon. I'm super excited that you're here. I hope that you enjoyed your holiday weekend and that you took some time to remember those who did not come home. I think it's really important that we do that during Memorial Day. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on this week in EBN. I'm going to talk about the challenge that we're running next week, which is open to anybody that's following me. And I want to talk a little bit about why businesses need bookkeepers now more than ever. Okay. So first off, we've got 3 EBN events this week. Remember, EBN is the support arm for Bookkeeper Training School. And when you purchase Bookkeeper Training School, you get a subscription to the Empower Bookkeeper Network for a period of time, depending on which offer you buy. And that is all of our live calls, our Facebook group, the support for me, all that stuff that's all included in EBN. So on Tuesday, today we have office hours at 2 p.m. And that is when our members who have clients can bring their client issues on the call. We don't record those calls because it's client data, and I help them go through and fix them. So you literally get to come on with me and I walk you through how to fix client stuff. Most people in Bookkeeper Training School think that these calls are the most valuable part of the membership, because I think it's really scary when you get your first client, even if you do really, really well on the exam, you go through all of the content, like you set yourself up in QuickBooks, there's still like this fear factor, like, oh my God, what if I mess something up? And having those office hour calls enables you to come on and say, hey, can you just take a look at this for me? Or I can't get this to work. So you have somebody that's like walking alongside you when you're doing your first, your second, your third, your 24th client, so that you have that there. So I think for a lot of people, they really think that that's valuable to kind of have somebody there to help them with that. So that's today, Tuesday at 2 p.m. So it's about, if you're watching this live, it's about 45 minutes from now. Then the text went out for that. So if you're on the text list, the registration link is in your texts. And if you're not on the text list, go log into your members area and go sign up for the text list, because that is a great way to get the links for the calls, reminders for the calls, and all that cool stuff. Thursday, we have 2 calls. We have our weekly Q&A call, which you can submit your questions. If you've got a question right now and you want me to answer it on Thursday, go to askkristen.net and put in your question. That's 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. And then Thursday night, we have the book club at 7:30. Okay. And we're finishing up High Five Habits. I think we have 3 more chapters in that book and we're finished. And I'm just super excited with the growth that I've seen in the people reading the book. So if if you're not doing the book club with us, or you're not in Power Bookkeeper Network, this book, The High Five Habit, is such a good book. It is just an amazing, amazing book. People are really loving it. It's changing people's lives, and it's amazing. I love Mel Robbins. She's fantastic. And so go check out this book. Okay. Okay. So again, 3 calls this week, office hours today at 2, and then Thursday at 2, you've got the weekly Q&A and the book club. Okay. So next week, we were supposed to do this at the end of May, but then I got COVID, and Jeff got COVID, and Eric got COVID, and everybody got COVID. So we moved the challenge. We wanted to move it to after Memorial Day and give you guys a little bit of a breather. So next week, we're running a challenge called Erasing the Excuses. And this challenge is to help you bust through all the things that are keeping you from actually starting your bookkeeping business. Okay. So if it's time, if it's money, if it's your mindset, if it's your fear, if it's, my kids are home, I don't know how I'm going to do this with my kids at home. We are going to tackle all those things over 3 days. Okay. And I'd love to know, either in the comments, you can go to askkristen.net. What are your fears? What is stopping you from building your bookkeeping business. Okay, because I think that it's really critically important that we tackle that stuff, because the content's not hard, the bookkeeping's not hard, the marketing's not hard. Okay, none of those things are difficult. Okay, and in Bookkeeper Training School, we show you how to do all those things. The thing that's hard is wrapping your brain around the fact that you can do this. Okay, that's the hard part. And so once we can bust through that, we can eradicate all your excuses. It is amazing how far you can go. So you can go to erasingtheexcuses.com, erasingtheexcuses.com, and sign up for the challenge. You can sign up for it today. Okay. You're going to get a workbook. You're going to get 3 days worth of training videos. You're also going to get free lives with me that I'm going to do in the evenings. And so there's a lot of really good content that you're going to get. It's totally free. Okay. But it's something that I really wanted to do going into summer, because I think a lot of people get stalled in the summer. I think some people see like, hey, summer's an opportunity because, you know, maybe your kids aren't in as many activities, maybe they're in camp for the summer. And so you've got this time, right? And this may be a really good time for you to sit down and focus on building your bookkeeping business. And that's why I wanted to talk about, because I've gotten a lot of people reaching out to me saying, oh my God, like, you know, everything is so expensive right now. Are people still hiring bookkeepers? And here's what we're finding. So I'm seeing like almost every single day, there's somebody inside the group that's talking about signing a new client. And so businesses are still hiring. And I think right now, I think bookkeeping is more important than ever before for a couple of different reasons. So first, I think that there are a lot of businesses out there that really need to know their numbers, because with inflation and costs rising, they need to know what their numbers look like. Okay. So I think that that's really important. I think a lot of businesses are having trouble hiring frontline workers. And so making a pitch to them, hey, look, I know you're having trouble hiring frontline workers. Let me take your bookkeeping off your plate for you, right? And that's one less thing that you have to do. You may not be able to find, you know, you may not be able to find landscapers. You may not be able to find, you know, plumbers to come work for you, or drivers, or whatever it is that you do. But let's take some of the administrative stuff off your plate, right? And that's something I can do, right? And relieve that pressure for you. And so I think that that is really, really important. I think that that is a great way to reach out to business owners right now, for those of you that are in bookkeeper training school. Because I think what happens as business owners a lot of times is we sit there and we say, okay, I need to hire for this position. And we get like tunnel vision, and we don't think about, well, what can I take off my plate so that either I can help out with that position, or I can move people around to fill that position. And so I think it's really important for us as bookkeepers to go out there and say, hey, look, you know, you need to free up some of your time, and I can help you do that. Right. And so I think that's a really good way to pitch right now. But we're seeing, like I said, we're seeing every single day, people are coming into the group saying that they're signing clients. And so I think a lot of people think after tax season ends that, you know, all the work dries up. I'm seeing a lot of people on extension. I'm seeing a lot of people that it just kind of like the first part of the year just got away from them, right? They were so busy. A lot of that has to do with the fact that, you know, they don't have the employees that they need. And so tax season kind of came and went, and they went, oh my God, I need to get my stuff together. Right. And so we're seeing multi-year cleanups, multi-year catch-ups. We're seeing people sign new monthly clients. Typically they're coming with a big cleanup or catch-up, which if you don't know what that is. So a cleanup or a catch-up is a job in which the company's books are not up to date, right? So typically, ideally, the owner of the business would be working on the books every single month, right? And would be getting QuickBooks up to date every single month. And then they hire a bookkeeper and they hand it off. But typically what happens is the reason that somebody hires a bookkeeper is because they're behind with their bookkeeping. And so when you do those big cleanup or catch up jobs, what happens is you're actually getting them all caught up, right, with all of their bookkeeping. And then once it's all caught up, then you take them on as a monthly client. Okay. And you do month after month. So we're seeing 2-year cleanups. We're seeing 1.5-year long cleanups. And they're big contracts. You know, they're multiple $1,000 contracts. And so that's what happens when people get behind, and they are, our bookkeepers are putting those proposals out, the proposals are getting signed. So it's really awesome to see that. And if you don't know, you're like, well, what do I charge for that? When you purchase Bookkeeper Training School, we have a calculator in Bookkeeper Training School that helps you calculate what the monthly bookkeeping fees would be, and then also what a cleanup or catch up would look like as well. So we include all that for you as well. So yeah, I know a lot of people, like, there's so much fear right now. I was reading an article online today that said that parents are, like, overwhelmed isn't even the right word. Like, this is literally what the article said. And they're like, between homeschooling because of COVID and trying to get back to normal, and, fear for their children's safety at school, and the price of everything going up, like, parents are just like, they're strapped right now, right? And there's just so much stress. And I feel that, like, from my friends, and I just, like, it's causing so much anxiety and so much fracture in families. And so, I know that there's a lot of fear right now. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are looking to change things, and they're looking for a new way to run their families. And so I really encourage you, if you have not signed up for the Erasing the Excuses Challenge, go check that out. Go to erasingtheexcuses.com. I'll put the link in the chat. But I really believe that challenge could help you overcome some of those fears. Okay. We're not going to solve the inflation crisis. We're not going to help solve the issue of not being able to find employees or making our kids safer at school. But if we can help our household run better, right? If we can relieve some of that financial stress, some of that time stress, then I think that's going to help ease a lot in our little circle. And then if we can build that out further, it's something that we can do, right? It's something that we have control over. So go to erasingtheexcuses.com, go check out the challenge. I'm super excited to be running that for you this week, or next week. And then let me know if you guys have any questions, because I love helping you guys out. All right, take care and have a great day. See ya. And for those of you in EBN, I'll see you in about 30 minutes for office hours. Take care.